We are doing a little holiday baking. Sarah Guenther is here. She is one of our viewers, and we love it when she comes on the show and cooks with us. She is a wife and mom and just has some real mom recipes. So good to see you. Happy holidays.
Thank you. And yes, I'm so excited for Christmas. I've been baking and cooking and Christmas tree. Thousands and thousands of lights.
Really? Wow.
And I'm known to be the light fanatic. So every neighbor that drives by says, "Oh my God, look at the tree."
I'll have to come over and see it. It sounds like you really did it up.
Yeah.
So this is a fun Christmas cookie recipe. It's a family recipe, and it's something a little bit different. And they look like they're just tender. Not, you know, some cookies can be a little dry. These look fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, it's real, and it's super simple. That's the other part of it. You know, we're going to just start by mixing a couple of the sugar and the shortening and stuff together, and butter. And the biggest part on this recipe is you have to chill it a little bit and make sure it's well floured when you're rolling them out. Otherwise, because they're so tender, they tend to want to be a little stickier.
Okay, so it's a make ahead. So you need to make the dough and refrigerate it a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. And it's a poppy seed cookie. So, and where does the recipe come from?
Well, you know, my husband loves poppy seeds, the whole German thing. So we kind of hunted it down, and I found a recipe online and changed it around a little bit, and had to add the poppy seeds. So that was where the creation came in.
Yum, yum. Okay, so we're going to start with.
Yeah, so we're going to start with creaming our butter and sugar and shortening together, and it's going to be nice and light and fluffy when we're all done here.
Butter and shortening.
Yeah, we got about a half a cup of that.
Okay.
I'm actually going to take a knife and just cut this just a little bit so we can not have some big hunks in there.
Okay.
All right, we'll just kind of toss those in as we go. Super. And I think the rest can go right on in.
You bet.
Yeah.
So we'll get the butter and the sugar going.
Yeah.
Now there's also a frosting. This is a frosted cookie.
Right.
We're not going to make the frosting, but it is online. What's all in the frosting?
So the frosting is really easy. It's a cup and a half of powdered sugar. You're going to add a little milk and vanilla and a little butter to that also, 3 tablespoons of butter, and don't substitute, use real butter.
Yeah.
It just turns out nice and fluffy, just like we've got here. You know, you want it to, I think some of the biggest thing with Christmas cookies is people over-bake them, you know, and then they get, you know, too hard, and nobody likes that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So now that's looking great.
Okay.
So now we're going to put in 3 cups of flour.
Okay.
You know, and actually we got our egg here first.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah. We're just going to add our egg there. And then we're also going to put in a little vanilla.
Okay.
Just a splash. You know, Carl just got me for Christmas. They have these new beaters that have a red outside to it, and then you don't have to ever scrape again. It scrapes it for you. Yeah. So I'm kind of the kitchen gadget person there. All right. Yeah, so now we'll start throwing in some of our dry ingredients.
Okay.
We've got a little flour, baking powder, and that kind of thing. And yeah, just kind of gradually add. And then we're going to alternatively put in our sour cream at the same time.
So that's a fun, different ingredient.
Yes, it certainly is. And I think that's the key to what we're doing here. You know, it just makes it nice and moist. And not many people think of sour cream in a cookie, but it tastes great, you know. So we almost got that in there. And then lastly, we're going to add those poppy seeds in once we get this mixed up. And, you know, and I buy them in bulk. You can go online and, you know, because sometimes the stores will just have the little packages, but we go through quite a few in our house. That's looking great.
So, but was it about a quarter of a cup?
It's actually, quarter cup of poppy seeds going in, so.
So then this dough gets refrigerated.
Correct, yes. And, you know, you have to, for sure, you know, have it refrigerated. I've got some in here, too, just to kind of show what it looks like.
Sure.
And so we've got it right here, and I like to just keep it just right in a bag.
Okay.
You know, so it's nice, and you know, then you're going to have it hard, and then we're just going to roll it out on the surface. And once that gets done, we've got the cookies, and then we can frost them. And I love to frost, and then you put a couple sprinkles on or something like that. You know, 'cause the kids, you know, want to be involved with it. You know?
Exactly. So basically, you get a rolling pin out, and you know, if you've got some fun cookie cutter shapes. So it's a cutout cookie.
Yeah,
really,
it's what a cutout. Yeah. So we did little squirrels here today, and we have, you know, snowmen, whatever you like.
And the frosting, though, looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's just nice and fluffy.
And again, what was in here? The frosting, butter?
Yeah, we've got butter, powdered sugar, and a little vanilla and a little milk. And, you know, just add milk just until it looks creamy, and then you're all set to go.
Ooh, and then you can put some sprinkles.
Yeah.
I can tell this is really just a tender really wonderful cookie. What's the cookie we're making next time?
Yeah, so the next one's going to be our raspberry thumbprint cookie, and my girlfriend Kathy Mackin from Eagle River got me onto this. She loves her book clubs and getting together with the girls and everything, and this has been kind of her go-to recipe as far as everybody's happy when the thumbprints come out.
Ooh.
You know, and the biggest thing with that too is it's a shortbread, so there's a lot of people, you know, that may not necessarily like a cookie. You know, this one's right up their alley.